Hey, 16-19 record, one winning season, 0-1 in bowl games, 2-8 against ranked opponents, never ranked higher than 16. Reading off those stats right there, would you say that was a success or failure as a coach for their tenure?
It truly depends on where they were. If
I
you were
don't
at
think it's
LSU,
a
your ass
failure.
getting
Like,
fired.
they
This
were
All
has
right,
one
so
and
I'll
so
break
one.
it
many
down. I'll break it
caveats.
down. I'll break it down. I'll break it down for our listeners so that they know the rundown, the people on our show. That is Deion Sanders. Some call him Coach Prime, whatever you want to call him. That's his record, his resume at Colorado.
16-19, you said? Right?
They were 1-11
Success.
before he got there.
Yeah, success.
They were
What?
not a good program. That was a Division II program.
Dude.
Was playing as a D1 team. Like, he came
Come on,
over there.
Miles.
Everybody's going to the games. They had some success. Like, first year, all right, they get a pass. Second year, they go to a bowl game. Something they
Jumping
hadn't
with
seen.
Shador and them.
Yeah, they hadn't seen since Cordell Stewart was there. So, like, to say that it was a failure, that means you had high expectations for Colorado, which, I mean, sure,
Why?
Deion Sanders, but like, yeah, exactly. Why would you have high expectations? They're not getting top recruits. Nobody's lining up to play for Deion in cold ass Colorado. So
Well, it's because he's where he's at. Yeah, he's in Colorado because TCU and the other programs didn't want to hire him. So he went down to cold ass Colorado, like you said, and he has overachieved there. To be quite honest, given the circumstances, given the history of the program, I said it when you did the anonymous thing. I said it's about where you are. If you are in Texas A&M, if you're at LSU and that's your record, your ass is getting fired. Period. If you're at Colorado, build them a statue. 1-11. Yo, they should have recruited me to play football. At that point, I had mad eligibility left. At that, like, as bad as they've been, I mean, like, come on, man, this is a free for all back over there. No, it's been. I don't want to say success, but it's been a more than adequate performance by Deion Sanders there. More than adequate.
And we have to almost take out the wins and losses. It's been a success for the state of Colorado. It's been a success for the program. It's been a success for its fans. I mean, just talk about the hope that ran through that city for that first season that came around. It was a success for ESPN, College Game Day, Fox Noon, whatever. It was a success. But when we really think about it, he didn't turn the program around in any actual way, because now it went up for a season. You get your kids drafted off the team, which was, let's talk about the ultimate goal here. Not just them, Travis as well, but everybody else that's on said team in the NFL right now, doing well or not. It's just, I can't just call it a success for football's sake in a football program. In a program where you can pay anyone to show up. Texas Tech, welcome to the top 10 team. BYU, there's not that many Mormons out there. No way. Like they're going and getting guys to come play in cold Utah. And they have two great teams in Utah year after year after year. So this whole, they can't play around. That's where you go take players from if you're Colorado. You go to Utah and you say, I want that player, I want that player. Where's the money? Colorado, unfortunately, doesn't have the boosters to do so. They barely have enough money to pay Deion. So it's just, I wouldn't call it a success. And also a lot of backstepping from a lot of people right now, because not you two specifically, but the media trying to make this argument that it has been a success on the field. Look at the records. I mean, we're not even talking about them anymore, but they were the coolest thing since sliced bread for 3 weeks the first year, and then all of last year as they win, lose. They look like the Bengals. Like it was Joe Burrow and Shador Sanders, 40 points a game. That defense couldn't stop anybody, even though Travis was on that side. So I can't go with success on this. I don't think it's been a success in terms of football, but it's been a success in terms of season tickets, ESPN coming by, people wanting to, but that's going to go away. That's not going to sustain. I think success is you build a program into something that continues to lead on. He's unfortunately not doing that, even though Colorado is not necessarily the spot. It's a very proud program. If you go back in time, I know it's easy to go back in time 4 or 5 years. Go back a little bit further. They have been a pretty proud program out there in Colorado.
I mean, I think this year was always going to be kind of like a transition year, then, because yeah, you lose the Heisman Trophy winner and the Player of the Year in Shador. So like, whatever quarterback they brought in, I don't know where they got this guy from. He sucks, and they got the 5-star kid. Play him. That's going to be the guy that you need to develop and focus your rest of the season on. Like, the season's lost at this point. There's no bowl. There's nothing to be excited about as a Colorado fan. But if you develop a quarterback, then you recruit. Like Deion, you can say all you want. He can recruit. He can get some of these guys to come down here that why else would – if any other coach was coaching Colorado, they wouldn't even be on their list. But Deion has all these kids put in Colorado on their list because of him. So, sure, it's a transition year. Next year, things could change. Maybe they win 8 games. So, like, we got to give them a little more time. It's only been, 2.5 years now in Colorado?
I say next year is that last year. This is for me. Fine transition year. Oh, that sounds great. That's cute. I've been saying it since Jackson State. He doesn't pick the right coaching staff. They don't know how to develop. Maybe he's not good at coaching. Maybe he's more of a better recruiter. At some point, and fine, we'll give him next year. Deion is going to have to answer for the football stuff at some point. 40-0 at halftime is inexcusable. That's coaching. Maybe you come out. You've been Pat Shermer. He can't do this. We gonna demote him. Then you need to have a conversation. Yo, I picked the wrong coaching staff. At some point, there's gonna have to be some answers, some questions being answered on the football side. Maybe you shouldn't have brought in Warren Sapp. He don't seem like he know what he's doing. It's at some point. So maybe next year we have that conversation, because all that is great. The kids, they're being better and they have good GPA. That's great, because they're not going to the NFL. They at least get their degrees. They some smart kids, not on the football field, but in the classroom. He has them doing what they're supposed to do. He has them reaching some of their dreams. They get to meet Lil Wayne twice during the season. Ice Cube comes and speaks to them. Oh, yeah, that's great. Football-wise, Deion's going to have some questions to answer next year. Griff mentioned something too, right? He said, what he really has done everywhere he's been is bring hope. There's hope brought to each of these programs, each of these cities.